Thank you so much for joining us on Life Today. I'm Betty Robinson, and this is James.
You know, we've got a title of a book, Climbing the Ladder in Stilettos. And I wasn't even sharp enough when I first heard it. I was, these high-heel shoes, a lot of times ladies have been wearing a little lower heel, but, big deal. I got a little picture of the shoe right here.
Yeah, I used to go wear them now. Huh?
Yeah, and I was really curious, and our guest, Lynette Lewis, has written about climbing the ladder that a lot of women think is the most important thing in the world, in success or in business. But she had some lessons to learn while she was climbing that ladder. And remarkably, she's been so effective passing on the lessons that she's learned that others are learning from her. And the book has just grabbed people, including men, who would really like for women they work with or that they're married to read it because it's so inspirational. So I'm really curious to know the lessons she learned that inspired this book. Would you welcome Lynette Lewis to Life Today? Lynette, glad to have you here. I want to give you as much time as possible to just cover the bases. So I want you to tell me how in the world you came up with this title and where this whole, let's say, journey started that led you to write this book and share what you're sharing.
Well, first I'll tell you how I came up with the title. As I looked at my closet of shoes, and most women I know, we have plenty of shoes. We love shoes. Women love shoes. I looked across my shoes and I saw how we all as women have so many roles to play. I've got my workout shoes, and I got my high heel shoes, and I got my walking in the mall shoes, and I've got my whole wardrobe of shoes. And so much like our shoe wardrobe are the roles that we play. And often we work through, how do we balance all of that? How do we mix it up and feel like we're really thriving in every part of our lives? And so that's kind of how the title came, was doing things that don't necessarily always fit together. You're not going to climb a ladder in stilettos if you're smart, right? You're going to probably have to take a big fall. But a lot of times that's how our lives feel. A little bit of that irony of, and for me, it started out with my plan to really, I thought that I was going to go to school, get my college education, but meet the man of my dreams and get married and have a family. Now, I thought I might want to have a job and work professionally, but I really wanted to have a husband and children. And I grew up in a Christian home and just had that as a part of my vision. So when it wasn't happening for me as early as I thought, and I thought probably I'd meet him I went to Oral Roberts University, and I thought I'm going to meet him at this Christian university, and it didn't happen. So I graduated and got out and started doing my job and enjoyed my work, but that dream of a husband and family tarried. And so the Lord gave me a career that I never really asked for. And I talked to so many women that find themselves experiencing something in life, not always a career. Maybe it's that they started having their family young and they always thought they'd work for a while. But every one of us usually have something that I titled my last chapter in the book, Different Than What I Thought, but Better Than What I Expected.
Wow. And
that's how life in God is so often. And for me, that's kind of how it started.
So what were you doing when you were in the career? What was